Thanks for staying with us on TVC News at 1. Now to a sensitive matter. Sex trafficking survivors in Nigeria have been a challenge to cope with. Some of the survivors are resilient and the true experts in the anti-human trafficking field. They also teach about some of the risk factors that contributed to their situations of trafficking. Well, I have joining me in the studio to examine their experience of sex trafficking survivors. I have with me Gift Otagba and Precious Martin. Good to have you join us on the news at this time.
Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon. Very sad experiences must have been for you, but let's quickly hear your experience as a survivor of this menace. And I also hear you are engaging in door-to-door campaigns to prevent people that may likely fall victims of things like this.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Gift Otagba. I'm one of the survivors that was trafficked to UAE by a friend and by one boss like that. I'm from Delta State. I came from a very poor background, which where I hawked my leave at the market. That was where I meet this friend that said, you are hawking, can't you just, there's an opportunity. Our boss is working, our boss owns a grocery shop at Abu Dhabi. If I would love to go to Abu Dhabi. As the first child of my parents, which I dropped out of school, my siblings have to go to school. So I didn't tell my parents about it because I wanted to surprise them. So I said, okay, I will. But are you sure it's a grocery shop? She said, yes, that. Then I asked her, what's the meaning of grocery? She said, it's like a supermarket where you come to, then you buy different things. Then I said, okay, please tell your boss I'm interested. So when she introduced me to her boss called me. Then we made all the arrangements. Our boss told me she'll be paying me on every 2 weeks. That's what they'll be paying me. Then I said, okay. So she asked me if I have an international passport. Then I said, no, I don't have an international passport. So after all the arrangements, I traveled to UAE without the knowledge of my parents. I didn't tell my parents, I didn't tell any of my siblings. I just wanted it to be a surprise. Getting to UAE, it was the opposite of what they told me. When I got to UAE, I met different type of girls at the place, the house we live in. So the very first day I got to UAE, my boss collected my passport from me. We were 3 numbers that traveled together that very day. We all are from Delta State. So we got there. Our boss took the international passport from us. Then she bought us clothes and changed our hairstyle, changed our look, makeup. I was like, ma, when am I starting my work? Because you said you'll be paying me every 2 weeks. At that time, my dad was sick. So as the first child, I wanted to meet up because my parents, their marriage was not supported by, my mother's family did not support the marriage to my dad. So I just wanted to give them an helping hand.
All right, wait, just stop there. You mentioned that you come from a very poor family, and this,
yes,
this was one of the reasons why you decided to leave the country without informing your parents.
Yes.
I'm still going to take you up on that, but let's talk to Precious. Precious, speak to us about your experience at that time and what it was like, escaping from something like that.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Precious Amadi. My experience were really terrible over there. Okay. But before leaving, I met a guy through a friend. Okay. You understand? He said he's an agent who introduced girls to Emirati people for escaping. So he paid monthly. You understand? I was like, it's a good offer. And then I lost my dad. I was into fashion. Not having the hope of, after touring with my fashion work, I don't even know how to get a shop. It was like, this is an opportunity for you to save up and come back, open your store and become a boss of your own. So I grabbed the opportunity. I already told a friend of mine, like, this was going on because my mom was in the village. Okay. So I didn't want to bother her with anything like that. So when I got there, the guy told me a different story. Like, this is not what I came here for. I'm going to be into sex. I was like, no, this was not our agreement. You would have been honest with me from the first start. If it's okay by me, no problem. The guy was like, you're already here, you're a big girl, you're matured. No harm in it. You after all, it's not something new. Then we have a very tough argument, I refused the guy. So he was being violent to me, though he took my passport because we went there together. Okay. So he took my passport. He was like, it's something you need to do to survive, whether you like it or not. So at that time, there was no one I could call to because nobody was aware of it, apart from my girlfriend, which is she's still a young girl like me. She's still with her mom. She can't tell anybody. So after all the argument, he tried to force me into it. I refused, the beating and everything, just to make me agree to whatever he wants. And I told him, no matter what you do to me, if you don't care, you're going to kill me, I'm not going to agree to what you want because...
So in the long run, you did not engage in that? No,
I tried not to, you understand? I ran away several times to the police station, okay. But UAE police was not giving me a listening ear. You understand? Be like, go back to where you're coming from. Don't stress us. Don't bother us with your problem. We have a lot at hand, not matters like this, you understand? So several times like that, they didn't give me the listening ear on one side.
All right, so because of our time, not to undermine your experience, because I'm sure it must have been very similar to what Gift also experienced. Talk to us about what your escape was like. How were you able to, get out of the situation?
Okay, I was able to get out of the situation because there was a day he was not around. I left the house, met a girl, and I left. When I was crying, was like, young lady, what's the problem? I told the girl everything. Was like, I've met a lot of girls like this, but I can give you a happy hand if you accept it. I was like, up is not what I'm taking. It was like, no, it's into food selling. You understand? Africa food. Okay. Then it can keep me in a house whereby I pay her back by doing delivering for her. Okay. You understand? She's not going to be paying me a salary or anything. I'm going to be living in a house with free roof over my head and free food. But in return, I'm going to be doing, when she has delivering, I'll go for the delivery. Okay. That was, I escaped my boss, though it was still my passport with a lot of stuff threatening me to come back. It's going to find me like that.
All right, so back to you, Gift. Talk to us about what the major signs that you saw at the beginning that we can see, to avoid issues like this. What are the first signs you think a normal girl should see and, should know that this deal is not clean? You understand?
Okay. The first signs I saw, because they will come to you as if they are God sent. Okay. They will tell you all sorts of sweet things just to make sure that you accept them. They will tell you the place is calm, the place is good, it's for your own benefit. They will give you all sorts of story that does not even exist. Mine, for example, they told me I'm going there to sell as a sales girl in a grocery shop. Getting there, the reverse was the case, which I was being beaten by the Arab men because they will say, my boss said I should do anal sex with one of the Arab men, which I said I will not do it. They beat me, they beat the hell out of me. During the exchange, we were fighting because I fought with the Arab man they bought for me. Then the Arab man stabbed me. I was bleeding. Look at the mark here. Okay. I have the mark here. So the Arab man beat the daylight out of me. So I don't really know. To me, it's not a good experience. I hate talking about it. But the reason why I decided to come out to talk to people, to let the people, my fellow girls, women like me, to know that all that glinters are not good. They should be contested with what they have. The fact that they come from a very poor family like mine does not mean they should be a sacrificial lamb to anybody. Nothing is worth dying for.
Sad experience it must have been for you. But let's talk about what the aftermath of this experience has been for you. Are you married?
Yes, I'm married now.
Okay.
But before I got married, I went through a lot. Okay. I must say it. My relationship was up and down. Okay. If I should tell any of the guy that, look, I've traveled before, the mother will not say, no. Any girl that traveled, or disciplines, or the elders will say, no. Any girl that traveled, that went for prostitution, my son cannot be with that person. Okay. So I felt so, as in my self-esteem was very, very low. I felt so hopeless. There was even a time I decided to take my own life because I felt useless. I was like, what am I living for? I felt rejected.
Well, thank you very much for your time, ladies. Some of these issues that you raised are key in the fight against human trafficking that we are addressing also in Nigeria. We hope girls like you and I can also, adhere to some of the warnings that you have given. Well, I've been speaking with Gift Otagba and Precious Amadin. They're both survivors of human trafficking. They had a very harrowing experience in the hands of their persons. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.